If you're having a hard day, I feel you. And I've also got something that really might help. And the magic of this is that it's the easiest thing you will ever do. Welcome to the Mama Circle podcast with me, your host, Natalie K. Martin, but please call me Nat. This podcast is here to help you navigate the roller coaster that is motherhood, whether you've just given birth for the first time or if you're already deep into the thick of it. I'm going to share practical tools and tips for empowerment so you can regain your energy, enjoy your role as a mama, and feel good again. You'll also hear real stories, maybe a few tears, but hopefully a lot of laughter. So whether you are joining me on your 2 a.m. night feed, cooking dinner for your family, or if you're out and about running errands, I want to take this moment to remind you that you are doing big and important work. And in case nobody has already told you today, you've got this. This is a space for you to feel seen, heard, and supported. So if you're ready, then let's jump in. Hello, and welcome back to the Mama Circle podcast with me, Nat. Or if this is your very first time, hi, welcome. I am very excited that you're here. I would love to know how you got here, so please do feel free to reach out and let me know. But welcome. Join this lovely little group of mums, even though it's me speaking on my own today. I'm imagining you all with me. Today, I want to share something that has been really helpful for me in a very understated kind of way. And that I hope is going to be really helpful for you on those days where you're just having a really hard time. It's just a bad day. This is regardless whether you have 1 children, 5 children, 0 children. This is something that will help you and can also help your partner and can also help your kids. And that is the hard day protocol. Now, I cannot take credit for this. I wish I could because it's so good, but I can't take credit for this. This is something that I learned from Maisie Hill. She has a fantastic concept. I think it's hers. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that, but I learned it from her. The hard day protocol. It sounds really fancy. It's really not. It's the easiest thing that you will ever do that really, really helps on those hard days. And it's one of those things that when you hear it, you're like, why did nobody ever tell me about this before? And the answer is because it's so easy that you do it without even realizing that you do it. Okay, so let me explain. When we have a hard day, there are certain things that we turn to that help us, even if we don't know that we're doing them. They just happen subconsciously. It just happens automatically. Because as we're growing up, we learn how to self-soothe. We learn how to help ourselves feel better. Whether that's, I'm cold, I'm going to pull up a blanket. Or I'm hungry, I'm going to eat some food. These are just things that happen automatically. And some things will be less healthy than others. For some people, they might be feeling really bad and so they turn to alcohol or drugs. For others, they might turn to their running shoes and go out for a run. Everyone has their things. And that's what makes the hard day protocol so easy. And then we also have the things that we know we should be doing. The things that we learn are good for us that we don't necessarily do. Or maybe we do them, but it takes a lot of effort. I'm talking about things like, if I'm really struggling, I'm feeling anger, and I'm just like, I'm having a really hard day. I know that I should stop, take a breath, maybe put my hand on my heart. Maybe I can do some breath work. Maybe I should go for a walk. Maybe I can repeat a mantra. Maybe I can do some stretching, some yoga. By the way, if you are having an overwhelmed day and you're finding your day hard, there are 25 free, fun, and very quick and easy tips for things that you can do on your own or with your kids that you can get via the link in my show notes. These are things that we know help us, but that we don't necessarily turn to automatically. It's not that they're bad, and it's not even that they're a lot of effort. It's just that they're They're things that happen kind of almost outside of ourselves, and that we need to very actively make the decision, I am going to take 10 breaths. I am going to go for a walk. The hard day protocol, and the beauty of the hard day protocol, is that you do not bother with any of those things. You don't do anything other than what you automatically already do. And it's kind of like giving yourself a big permission slip to do what you need to do to help you get through that day. So I'm going to repeat that. A hard day protocol is nothing that you have to learn how to do. It's just something that you do already. And that's where the magic is. And the idea here is that you're just giving yourself permission. That's it. We're not trying to be the best versions of ourselves. We are being ourselves. And that is the medicine in and of itself. And it's so funny. When I first heard this concept, I thought, this doesn't really make any sense. I don't really get it. My impulse was, yeah, but my hard day protocol should involve things like breath work, or should involve journaling, or should involve. And the key is in the word should. There is no should in a hard day protocol. It's just what is. So I wanted to share what my hard day protocol is with you, in the hopes that you might feel inspired to think about what your hard day protocol might look like. And it might be different if it's a day with your kids or a day without your kids, but I hope that you're going to find it helpful. So my hard day protocol, the things that I just automatically turn to, and it's so funny because now that I'm aware of it, I really do notice when I'm doing them automatically. I cook. I don't just cook. I cook something that I've never cooked before or that needs a recipe. Note that I'm not saying I search for a recipe and then go and buy the ingredients and do this whole faff around it. It's usually I look, see what I can cook, see what I've got at home. I don't necessarily follow the recipe all the way, but I need to do something that is a little bit challenging. Not too much. I would not do pastry, for example, because I'm not great at pastry at all. But I might make something for dinner that requires a little bit more effort. I bake. I usually bake a banana bread because we nearly always have overripe bananas. Banana with chocolate chips. That's also something that's on my hard day protocol as well. Another thing that's on my hard day protocol is listening to music. And depending on my mood, if I'm angry, that would be my anger playlist, which I will put in the show notes. It's full of all kinds of things from hardcore to metal to, just angry music that you can just like belt out to and feel angry and raw with. Or it might be music that's really calming. I've got a playlist that I usually play in the background on retreats and in workshops, and that can also be really soothing. I'll also pop that in the show notes for you as well. So cooking to a recipe, something that I've never made before, baking, listening to music. And it's also worth saying that these are not necessarily things that have to happen in any order, and they don't even all have to happen on the same day. It's kind of like just something that I can pick and choose to do. Cleaning, that's also part of my hard day protocol. It might be that I vacuum the whole house. It might be that I clean the floor. It might be that I clean the fridge. There's something for me in the action of cleaning that really just kind of helps me to get some of this like energy out and get my thoughts into order. What else is on my hard day protocol? Depending on time, if I've got time, I might watch something. Usually I don't have the time to do that, so I don't watch something. Listening to podcasts. So depending on what the issue is that's at the crux of my hard day, I'll usually try to find a podcast to listen to. It might be that podcast is directly related to the issue that I'm struggling with, or it might just be something completely left field that is just something for me to listen to, entertainment. So podcasts are a great way for me to get through a hard day. And honestly, just generally moping. Like, just letting myself mope, letting myself feel in a bad mood, letting myself just not need to be the highest version of myself. That is already a lot and very helpful and very healing in and of itself. So that's it. It's not any more complicated than that. Note that these are not like things that I should be doing to help me feel better and be a better person and get over what it is that I'm struggling with, or like, transcend whatever it is. Like, no, that's not the point. The point is, what are the things that I'm already doing? And it is so funny because I really do notice to myself, and lighting incense. I really love lighting incense on a hard day. And it's so funny that I can see when I'm doing something, I'll be like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, makes sense. Okay, it's good. I don't have to beat myself up about anything. I don't have to make any extra space in my life because these are things that I would be doing already. So I would love to hear what your hard day protocol might look like. What are the things that you just automatically turn to when you're feeling like crap that help you to get through the day? And again, you might share things, or you might have heard things that I do that you think, oh, that might be a good idea. And of course, you can have that in the back of your mind, but remember that this is not a should do. This is not a, that sounds great, I should be doing that, I should be doing this. It's about you doing what you ordinarily do. And then if you've got the space and you want to try something new, then great. But let's not confuse like the best version of yourself with the real version of yourself on a hard day. The real version of yourself needs space as well to be. So I want to say thank you to Maisie Hill because it's such a great concept and I just think it's fantastic. And I do not understand how I made it 41 years without hearing about the hard day protocol, or 40 years without hearing about the hard day protocol. And I would love to hear what your hard day protocol might be or look like. So you can get in touch with me. If you're listening on Spotify, you can leave a comment here in the comment section. You can get in touch with me over on Instagram at natalie.kmartin. You can drop me an email, info@nataliekmartin.com. If you haven't already, please do leave a rating for the show. However many stars you think it's worth it, just drop a rating in there. It really, really helps. And likewise, if you're not already following, then please do that. That also really helps. And please share this with anyone who you think might need to benefit from having a hard day protocol, which I would argue is everyone. I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Really want to thank you for being here and spending time with me, and I'll see you back here for the next episode.